Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut. Welcome back to the Baseball Hut, too. Hope you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So before we get to this video, I need you to go into the link in the description of this video for the Prospect Hut. Trying to get the Prospect Hut monetized. As I do this video, that channel needs 62 subs to get fully monetized, and it's all because of you supporting me for these last few years on YouTube. I can't thank you enough. You really mean a lot to me, to be honest with you. I get very grumpy. I'm a very grumpy guy, a bit of a curmudgeon, pretty much my whole life. But this is means a lot to me. But I'm being honest. I'm being truthful. Means a lot. And you'll be able to support the second channel when this channel was kaput a year ago. So you'll be able to help me out greatly. I can't thank you enough. And on the Prospect, I do basically videos on the Met prospects and really daily videos as much as I can. Sometimes it's hard to find a video on a prospect, especially now. But here's from the Bleacher Report. We're going to talk about the top 10 remaining free agents in Major League Baseball. Let's do this. We'll go through the preamble. We'll get away from the preamble. Number 10, first baseman Rhys Hoskins. The landing spot, the Miami Marlins. I'll believe that when I see it. They say a 1-year contract, $18 million. He is a Scott Boras player. I don't see him going to the Marlins. Be very surprised. The Marlins ranked near the bottom of the league in home runs and runs per game in 2023, and they have yet to do anything of significance to replace Jorge Soler. I would mention Kim Nang is not there, and they do not have Sandy Alcantara this season because he had to get Tommy John surgery. I don't believe that they will be making any major moves of even Rhys Hoskins. Jorge Soler, who opted out of the final year of his contract to lead the team with 36 homers and 75 RBIs. Hoskins is one of the more intriguing buy low bats on the market, coming off a contract year that was lost to a torn ACL suffered during the spring training. 30-year-old posted a 123 OPS plus and 30 home runs while helping the Phillies reach the World Series in 2022, and he would be a massive middle-of-the-order upgrade for the Marlins. Number 9, DH J.D. Martinez. They say the New York Mets. They say 2 years, $30 million. He had a very good year for the Dodgers last year, but I don't see the Mets giving him 2 years. He's probably going to want 2 years, but I don't see the Mets doing that. They would be more willing to give him more money on a 1-year deal than giving him 2 years at $30 million at his age. The 1-year, $10 million deal he signed with the Dodgers last winter ended up being one of the best bargains of the offseason. After a middling 16-homer, 62 RBI final year with the Boston Red Sox, I would mention he had a bad back in 2022. So his numbers were way, way down. The 6-time All-Star bounced back to hit .271, .572 slugging percentage for a 134 OPS plus, with 33 homers and 103 RBIs in 113 games. Beneath those surface-level numbers, he ranked among the MLB leaders in average exit velocity, hard hit rate, and expected slugging, making it easier to believe he can replicate his 2023 production. The Mets are eyeing Martinez according to John Heyman of the Post, and he would fill a clear void at DH after Daniel Vogelbach was non-tendered earlier in the offseason. Number 8, Shota Amanaga. They're saying the Yankees 5 years, $100 million. He's going to get more years than that and more money. The Yokohama Dina Bay Stars posted Shota Amanaga on November 28th. And with a 45-day window for posted players to negotiate, the deadline for him to sign a contract with an MLB team is fast approaching on January 11th. So he's going to sign pretty quick. As I record this video, it's January 2nd, so there's 9 more days for him to sign with the team. The lefty has a 2.96 ERA, 1,180 strikeouts, and 1,129 innings over 8 seasons in the Japanese League, including 2.66 ERA and 188 strikeouts and 159 innings. An undersized 5'10", 176-pound frame raises some questions about his ability to pitch every 5th day, but a long track record of success has made him one of the top starting pitching targets on the market. He's 30 years old. The Yankees are among the teams that have been tied to him all off season, and while others on that list have plugged holes in their starting rotation, the Yankees have yet to make a major addition to starting staff. And in fact, they subtracted 3 potential depth pieces in Randy Vasquez, Johnny Brito, and top prospect Drew Thorpe as part of the Juan Soto trade. Number 7, outfielder Teoscar Hernandez. They're saying the Mariners 4 years, $80 million. It's probably where he's going to go. The list of viable starting outfield options has steadily dwindled this offseason, and the Mariners have yet to make a move to address 2 glaring holes on either side of center fielder Julio Rodriguez. The unproven tandem of Cade Marlowe and Dominic Canzone are currently projected for starting spots, with Taylor Trammell, Dylan Moore, and Sam Haggerty are also outfield options with MLB experience. That makes re-signing Teoscar Hernandez a realistic possibility after he posted a 106 OPS plus with 29 doubles, 26 homers, and 93 RBIs in a 2.1 wins above replacement season. The 31-year-old started slowly in his first year in Seattle, but caught fire in August when he hit 365. It's basically saying that he's going to resign there. So we'll see. Right-handed pitcher Marcus Stroman. They're saying the Baltimore Orioles should stay as far away from him as possible. You have a great young clubhouse there. I would not do that. They say 3 years at $70 million. And he did not pitch well. I don't see him getting 3 years. I know guys like Frankie Montas got big contracts. I'd be very careful with him on a young ball club, to be honest with you. Number 5, third baseman Matt Chapman. Where's this son of a bitch going to go? He had a terrible last 2 months. The Blue Jays weren't playing him. They're saying here the Cubs 6 years, $156 million. Aside from signing Craig Counsell to a massive manager's contract, they have done nothing. Nothing. Matt Chapman, and I would mention they do have a good farm system, so that might be why they're being a little patient. But Matt Chapman might never contend for a batting title, well, that's for sure. But he can still make a significant impact offensively. He's a 30-homer threat who has averaged 29 long balls per 162 games over the course of his career. He also provides significant value defensively. He's won baseball's elite third baseman, winning his 4th Gold Glove in 7 seasons while logging a 4.4 WAR season for the Toronto Blue Jays. His 17 homers and 54 RBIs in 2023 don't jump off the page, but he ranked among the MLB leaders in average exit velocity and hard hit rate and barrel rate. I would mention, with all these different velocities, these percentiles, they get caught. They're getting caught. Who cares how hard he's hitting the ball? Did Ichiro Suzuki hit the ball hard? No. A lot of times, no. He's put the bat on the ball. Does Jeff McNeil hit the ball hard? A lot of times. No, he does not. So that doesn't mean anything. I mean, by being honest, if you like that stuff, great, but that doesn't mean anything. At number 4, left-handed pitcher, Jordan. Somebody must want to fight me over Matt Chapman, I guess. They say when you know itches, that means you're going to fight with somebody. Oh, get this. I don't see this. Jordan Montgomery, the New York Mets, 6 years, $150 million. Montgomery's one of only 11 pitchers who have made at least 30 starts in each of the past 3 seasons. I'll just skip a little bit. After missing out on Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the Mets could shift their attention to Montgomery as they look to upgrade a starting rotation that features Kodai Senga, Jose Quintana, Luis Severino, and Adrian Hauser. For reliance on command level pure stuff and a solid track record of durability, Montgomery's arguably a safer bet on the long-term contract than Blake Snell. The last part I agree with. I don't see the Mets doing this. They say this is an ideal landing spot. I have not heard anything over the last 3 or 4 weeks that the Mets are going to sign him. They said on Tuesday that the Mets aren't pivoting after losing out on Yamamoto. So I don't see this at all. I don't know what the writer is smoking, what he's thinking. Number 3, left-handed reliever Josh Hader. Where's this guy going to go? They say the Rangers, 5 years, $105 million. That's about what Edwin Diaz got, more than what Edwin Diaz got. He's an interesting case. The Yankees should be in on him. The Phillies should be in on him. The Dodgers should be in on him. I wouldn't be surprised if he signed with the Rangers. He's a great reliever. And quite frankly, a team that could use a reliever like the team in the Bronx. Because you cannot rely on Cole Hamels as your reliever, in my opinion. Number 2, first baseman outfielder Cody Bellinger. Where's this goofball going to go? The Toronto Blue Jays. 8 years, $200 million. A year after being non-tendered by the Dodgers on the heels of 3 straight disappointing seasons. Bellinger has rebuilt his stock to the point of being the best bat on the market this offseason outside of Shohei Ohtani. The Blue Jays were ready to break the bank to sign Ohtani, and they have made it clear they are still seeking for offensive upgrades at this point in the offseason. Dalton Varsho, Kevin Kiermaier, and Kevin Biggio are the only left-handed bats currently on the roster. So Bellinger would provide some much-needed balance to the lineup while sliding in between Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the middle of the lineup. I don't know where he's going to go. I wouldn't be surprised. He might be one of the last big players to sign. I think I could see him going into February because he's Scott Boras' client, and Boras is intent on getting him a $200 million contract. I would not do that. His metrics, his numbers were so bad, folks. His numbers were so bad the last few years with the Dodgers. The last 3 years with the Dodgers were horrible. He was the worst position player in baseball. I would give him a 2-year deal. And even that's probably pushing it. I'd like to see him do it again. At number one, the last free agent, and he's a bit of a, kind of reminds me of a sloth, and that's Blake Snell. He, they say, will be going to the Giants. 6 years, $168 million. Giants are in danger of once again being shut out at the top tier of free agency within their pursuit of Shohei Ohtani in a situation that mirrors last offseason's disappointment failing to land Aaron Judge and Carlos Correa. However, there's still time to make a splash. Also address a major hole in the roster. Giants have been linked to former division rival and 2023 National League Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell all offseason. And Susan Slusher of the San Francisco Chronicle once again liked the Giants to Snell in the wake of Yoshinobu Yamamoto signing with the Dodgers a few weeks ago. The Giants are currently slated to rely on some combination of Kyle Harrison and Keaton Winn at the back of the rotation behind ace Logan Webb and veterans Anthony DeSclafani and Ross Stripling, who both underperformed in 2023. The Giants are an interesting case because their pitching is actually quite good. But there are a lot of weird everyday players. They need help with their everyday players. I am not a big fan of J.D. Davis. He's not a good everyday player. He can hit, but he's a guy that gets 450 at bats. You can maximize the value out of him. I saw him with the Mets all those years. He hits good pitching. He doesn't hit great pitching because his bat's a little bit slow. But they have a very strange lineup. Jung-Ho Lee will help. I don't know whether they kind of project him as a leadoff hitter or number 3 hitter. He's going to help them out a lot, but they really could use a little more oomph in that lineup, to be honest with you. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, go into the link in the description of this video. The Prospect Hut, trying to get the Prospect Hut monetized. I only need 62 subs as I record this video. And of course, let me know what you think about this video. Please subscribe to everything I'm putting out there, and I'll see you later.